Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through your auditioning with contrasting monologues day number 1 assignment. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you like always so that you can follow along with me as I'm going through the assignment. You're going to see that today we're going to be, or this week, we're going to be working on TEKS 2C and 2D. All the TEKS that fall under number 2 are your creative expression and performance TEKS. And so this is using your voice and body in an expressive way to create dramatizations. And you're going to be expected to create characters, dialogue, and actions that reflect dramatic structure in scripted scenes and express thoughts and feelings using effective voice and diction. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to start working this week on preparing 2 monologues for auditioning. And so what you're going to do first is you're going to enter your last name, comma, your first name, and then your theater productions class period. Then when you get to the warm-up page, you're going to see our typical daily stretches and vocal warm-up. Remember, I always recommend that even if you aren't able to do the full stretching routine that we do in class, that you do a few stretches at your seat, such as neck rolls, shoulder rolls and shoulder raises, stretching your arms in different ways, above, over your head, to the back, to the side, stretching out the side of your body. Any type of little movement-based stretches that you want to do are good to just wake you up and get you started with your day. I'm going to go ahead and mark off the ones that we usually do in our daily routine, but you can always tell me what stretches you used using the other option here. The other thing you'll be doing is you'll be choosing 3 facial stretches. And so you will, these are the ones we normally do in class. Remember, I recommend 3 to 5 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, your jaw massage, and your big face and little face. And then last, for the warm-up, you'll choose some tongue twisters to do, such as toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Once you get onto your daily activity page, you're going to see, as I mentioned before, we're going to be working on auditioning with contrasting monologues. And so today is our first day with this new assignment. Last week you had artwork and devised theater. And then this week we're moving on to our next big performance-based project that we're going to be doing in class. So today we're going to go over the requirements for the contrasting monologue assignment. And then I'll talk a little bit about high school auditions for those 8th graders who are going to be auditioning for high school productions. And then today we're just going to be reviewing what are the best ways to select a monologue for yourself. And so here's what you're going to need to do for the contrasting monologues assignment. You are going to need to select 2 monologues to perform. They should be contrasting with each other. They should be from a published play. You will have a time limit of 3 minutes to include both of your slate and the performance of the 2 monologues. And so this assignment is going to be used for next year's theater productions auditions, as well as your semester exam grade. So what this means is if you're going to high school and you want to do theater in high school, your performance will be used for that. And then also, if you're going to take theater productions again next year here at McNair, your audition will be used for that. If you are not planning to take theater, which is when we get to this next slide, do you have to do this assignment? Yes. Yes, you do. Every single person who is enrolled in theater productions must do this assignment because you're in theater productions, the class right now. And auditioning is a part, it is a skill that you need to learn as a part of theater productions. And so even if you are not auditioning for theater next year, remember that this assignment is going to count as your semester exam grade. And that does not change whether you are taking theater next year or not. So everyone must, if you are in theater productions this year, you must do this assignment. And so what you will do first is you'll answer some reflection questions that are based on the requirements. So how many monologues do you need to choose? What's your time limit that I've given you to perform those monologues? What information do you need in your slate? And you'll find all of the answers to those questions on these 3 slides here. And so now we're going to talk about, I mentioned that you're going to have to do 2 contrasting monologues. So what does that mean? What does it mean to contrast a monologue? And so, what it means when I say to contrast a monologue, it means that when you perform your 2 monologues, they should be noticeably different from each other. And this is so that you can show what we call your range or your abilities. You want to show that you can play a lot of different characters as an actor when you are auditioning. And so, what are some of the ways that we achieve that contrast? How do we make sure that our 2 monologues are different? So these are some of the ways that your monologue can contrast. You can do a comedic, a funny piece versus a dramatic or serious piece, classic versus modern. So this could be like a Shakespearean theater piece versus one that is written in our current modern, regular, plain English. The ages of the character. Maybe one character is like a very old grandmotherly type character, grandfatherly type character, and then the other character is somebody your age or younger. So you're showing physically with your body the differences in between playing old and young. The mood or the tone of the piece. Again, this kind of goes back to comedic and dramatic, but you could have a piece where maybe the subject matter or what the character is talking about is something kind of silly or over the top versus a piece that's more serious, maybe showing more serious emotions such as like anger, sadness, or just more serious. So, you know, maybe the character is going through something difficult, having a hard time in a bad situation, right? There are other ways in the physical movement of the character. So that's like maybe in one character, you're playing an animal. And so you're having to do something to show the physicality of that character versus the other character is a human character. So moves in a more normal, natural, regular way. You can also contrast genre or styles. Maybe one of your monologues is from a mystery theater piece and it looks very stylized and mysterious versus your other piece is a physical comedy that has a lot of like big movements in it, right? But those are some of the ways that we achieve contrast. Basically, if your monologues are contrasting, that means they're completely different from each other and that there is no way that the audience will confuse them for each other. And so what you're going to do to check your knowledge is you're going to answer this question: what are the ways that monologues can contrast each other? And then you'll watch a short video of an actress performing 2 contrasting monologues. And you're going to tell me, do you think, how did they contrast with each other? How were they different from each other? Were they different from each other? Could you tell? You'll answer that question here in this box. And then the last thing you're going to do today is I have another short video to show you that's going to give you some tips on how you can pick the best monologue for yourself. For the rest of this week in our assignments, you're going to be choosing monologues to perform for your audition and starting to memorize them. So this video will give you some good insight on how you should pick those monologues and what you should be looking for. You'll watch the short video, and then you can answer the reflection questions about the video after. And then your last thing you'll do today is your exit ticket, which is, will you be taking theater next year? This includes tech theater or theater arts, not just theater productions. And so you'll choose the answer that best fits for you and then click submit. Once you've clicked submit, that's it. You're done for the day. I hope this video was helpful to you. Remember, you can always reach out to me on Google Classroom comments, Remind, email, or by popping in on our live sessions during the day. I am back in school. I know I was out last week. I'm sorry I wasn't really available to you all, but I'm happy to be back, and I can't wait to get your feedback on this assignment and hear from you all and see you all face to face. But that's it for today, everyone. Remember, today's a great day. You're in control of you. Every day is a great day to try your best. I'll see you all in our next video. Bye.